G'day guys, Michael here with another quick tutorial on how to read the Blackbox graphical output to interpret whether your quad is, let's say, overtuned or undertuned or quite well tuned. Let's get started. Looking at the output on this graph, we see that there's characteristics of a bad tune in this. A couple of initial telltale signs are there seems to be ringing within the p-value. So if we look at this brownish line here, we see that it's kind of sinusoidal and consistent in its sinusoidal waveform, and we see that that is quite significant. That is extreme telltale sign that the p-value is too high and basically that the pit is ringing. So the other thing that I notice here is that we've also got quite a bit of ringing on the D value here. You know, very sinusoidal again. It isn't larger than the P value, but still quite significant. And two things that you would have to do is reduce your P and reduce your D in this value here. There's also one other indication. This is a roll, so we see here that we're pushing into the roll. So looking at the beginning, we start at a neutral position, we induce a roll to the right, it keeps rolling to the right, and then we release coming back to the center at the end of this, where it comes back to the neutral line. Looking at it below, as the roll is being induced, we see that there's a whole heap of ringing, but that isn't too bad. I mean, if it was a consistent push into the roll with a corresponding P, we would be happy with that. But the section in the middle here where it's just transiting through the roll stage, where it's rotating itself, we see that there's quite a fair bit of movement within the axis. A very good roll would generally indicate something that is closer to this. In other words, there's not a great deal of movement while it's actually doing the rotation portion of the roll, and then at the end of it, what we would be looking for is that when we push or neutralize back to the center of the stick, that we get a corresponding negative P value for it, and then we have a nice quick transition back to a stable flight performance, where the P and the D sort of oscillate around the axis in this manner here. So in other words, if we pushed out of it and then it came back and was neutral again, that would be very good as an indication of a well-tuned quad. But this is definitely a telltale sign that the quad is overtuned in the roll axis within the P and the D value. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Cheers!